Hi friends, let us continue with the topic. Now, we have discussed types of wetlands, significance of wetlands, important functions of wetlands, and some wetlands in India. Now, let us discuss in detail the most important topic regarding this wetlands is Ramsar Conventions. Right? Ramsar Conventions on wetlands. Ramsar Convention on wetlands. Now already I've discussed about Ramsar Convention, which was in 1971, happened in Iran. Right? Now what is this Ramsar Convention exactly? First let us see this. What is this Ramsar Convention? Now this is an intergovernmental treaty. Now this is an intergovernmental treaty which provides you, right, which provides the framework, which provides you framework for national action and international cooperation for conservation and wise use of wetlands and their resources. Now this is an intergovernmental treaty which provides framework for national action and international cooperation, right, for conservation and wise use of wetlands and their resources right. Now this is the exact one. Now it was signed in a place called Ramsar in Iran, right, in 1971. Done. Now in this Ramsar Convention there are three pillars to which the contracting parties committed to do. Now what are those three pillars? What are those three pillars? Now the first one is work towards wise use of all their wetlands. Work towards wise use of wetlands. The next pillar is designate suitable wetlands for the list of wetlands of international importance, which is nothing but Ramsar list, and ensure their effective management. Designate a list of wetlands of international importance, of international importance, right? Now which is, then this list is called Ramsar list. Ramsar list. Done. Now designating this list of wetlands and also ensure their effective management and ensure their effective management. Effective management. Okay. Now the third pillar is cooperate internationally. Cooperate internationally. On transboundary wetlands, right? Transboundary wetlands, right? Now the shared wetlands and species, shared wetlands and species. Done. Now, these are the three pillars of the Ramsar Convention where the contract parties committed to do, right? Contract parties committed to do. Now the next point regarding Ramsar Conventions. Now see here, this according to Ramsar Convention we already defined wetland in the previous video itself, you can observe that, and apart from that they gave definitions regarding lakes, ponds, estuaries. Already we have discussed the definition of estuaries previously, right? Mangroves, right? Next one, coral reefs. Now see here, why I wrote this is we will discuss in detail regarding this mangroves and coral reefs because these are very important for environmental conservation. Okay, done. Now the next concept after Ramsar Convention is the Montreux record. The Montreux record. Now, what is this Montreux record? Now, this Montreux record is a register of wetlands. Is a register of wetland sites. Wetland sites on list of wetlands of international importance, of international importance. International importance. Now this list or these sites. Register of wetland sites of on the list of wetlands of international importance, where ecological character changes occur, where ecological character changes occur or likely to occur, or likely to occur. Right? Done. Now, why this ecological character changes occur or likely to occur? Now, due to technological developments, due to technological developments, or due to pollution, or due to human interference. Human interference. Right? Now, this Montreux record is maintained as a part of Ramsar list. As a part of Ramsar list. Done. Now, very important point, once it was asked in Service Commission examination, right? Now, at present, there are 59 Ramsar sites on Montreux record, right? 59 Ramsar sites on Montreux record. Now, out of this 59, 2 are from India. Now, the first one is Keoladeo National Park, Rajasthan. Now, see here already we have discussed this wetlands, different types of wetlands in India. National Park, Rajasthan. Right. The next one is Lokthak Lake, Manipur. Lokthak Lake, Manipur. Right. Now, these two are recorded in Montreux records, right, from India. These two are recorded in Montreux records in India. Done. Now, after Montreux record, let us discuss about one more organization called Wetlands International. Wetlands International. Now, what is this organization? Now, this is a non-profit organization, right, dedicated for conservation and restoration of wetlands. Now, this Wetland International is located in Netherlands. Now, this Wetland International is located in Netherlands. Now, this is a non-profit organization. Non-profit organization, right, dedicated to conservation and restoration of wetlands. Now what are these objectives, right? What are these objectives? Let us see about their objectives. Now the first objective of Wetlands International are, right, already their motto is to to conserve and restore the wetlands. Now how they conserve and how they restore, right? By the first, the objective is knowledge, by giving knowledge about wetlands, policy and practice. Policy and practice. Done. Now the next one is connecting the local to the global. Connecting the local to global. Right. The next one is empowering local communities. Empowering local communities. Empowering local communities. And the next one is working for long term. Working for long term. Right. The next one is strategic partnerships. Now, strategic partnerships. Done. Now this is about wetlands. Now let us discuss about a very important topic called mangroves. Now see here, this is very important and one question will be there on this in your Service Commission examination. Mangroves. Now what are mangroves, right? And again we will discuss in general about mangroves. The word mangrove covers a number of forest ecosystems characterized with hydrophytic vegetations which have capacity to tolerate excessive salt content and regular waterlogging conditions, right? Now observe here, I'll summarize this. The word mangrove covers a number of forest ecosystems. So I will write the definition clearly, right? Forest ecosystems with hydrophytic vegetation. Hydrophytic means with more water. With hydrophytic vegetation. With hydrophytic vegetation which have a capacity of tolerating excessive salt content, tolerating excessive salt content and waterlogging conditions, right? And waterlogging conditions. Now, these are a group of trees and shrubs that live in coastal intertidal regions. Now, they are a group of trees. Mangroves are group of trees and shrubs that live in coastal coastal intertidal zone. Coastal intertidal zone. Coastal intertidal zone. Right. Now, the next characteristics of mangroves are, now this is the basic definition. Now, what are the characteristics of mangroves? Now, there are about 80 different species of mangrove trees. All these trees grow in areas with low oxygen soil, where slow moving waters allow fine sediments to accumulate. Right. Now, this is the main characteristic. Now, these mangroves grow in areas with low oxygen in the soil, where slow moving waters allow fine sediments right to accumulate. Now, these grow in this type of soils. Right. Now, this is the main characteristics of mangroves. Right. Now, these mangrove trees forest only grow at tropical and subtropical latitudes because they cannot withstand freezing temperatures. Right. They grow in tropical and subtropical regions because they cannot withstand freezing temperatures. They cannot withstand freezing temperatures. Right. Now, this is the main characteristics of mangroves. Now, in India, right, 8% of your forest is mangrove vegetarian. In India, 8% of the forest area is your mangrove vegetation. Right. Done. Yes. Now, what are the different types of plants found in mangrove forest? Right. Now, Sundari tree, next one is grey and red mangrove. Grey and red mangrove. Right. The next one is root tree. The next one is mangrove palm. And the next one is buttonwood. These are the types of trees that you find in mangroves. Now, the most important thing regarding mangroves is you have to know the significance of mangroves. Significance of mangroves. Now, what is the major, I mean, this was asked once in your service commission examination also. This mangroves, first significance, they stabilize coastline, reducing erosion from storm surges, current waves and tides, right? They stabilize coastline, right? And they reduce erosion, and they reduce erosion from storm surges, right? Next one is waves, currents, etc., right? Major significance, right? Now, the intricate root system of mangroves also makes attractive to fish and other organisms, right? Now, this intricate root system of mangroves make attractive to right, fish and other organisms for feeding, fish and other organisms for feeding, right? Now, what is the next significance? Let us see in the next slide. Now, it acts as buffer zone. It acts as buffer zone between land and sea. It acts as buffer zone between land and sea, right? The next significance is, now it plays an invaluable role as it shields nature against cyclones, ecological disasters, and as a protector of shorelines, right? Now observe here, it plays an invaluable role as nature's shield, from cyclones, right, disasters, ecological disasters, right, and protector of and protector from shorelines, and protector of shorelines. So that's why, now see here, mangroves are called tsunami breakers, right? Mangroves are called tsunami breakers. Now after tsunami, this mangrove cultivation, I mean growth of mangrove forest are increased because these mangroves are tsunami breakers. They can shield the nature from tsunamis, right? Very important point. Once was asked in 2007 ESE exam only, right? Which trees are called, which forests are called tsunami breakers? This is the question, right? The next significance is, now it acts as breeding and nursery ground. Breeding and nursery ground. for various animals, right? For various animals, right? Now huge biodiversity, you can observe huge biodiversity in mangroves, a common point, right? Now this mangrove forest purifies water by absorbing impurities and harmful heavy metals Now, this is the significance of mangroves. Now see here, this question was once asked in your engineering service examination, right? Done. Now let us discuss about the mangroves in India and also the organizations that were working towards conservation of mangroves in the next video. Thank you.